We are in the center of an energy revolution. The U.S. Energy Information Administration reported that the Permian Basin's active rig count increased from 100 rigs in 2009 to almost 600 rigs in 2014. That's an increase of almost 500% in the last 5 years. This drilling activity has helped West Texas cities like Midland and Odessa to some of the lowest unemployment rates in the country, at 3.3% and 3.9% respectively, according to Forbes.com. I am an account manager for Baker Hughes. We specialize in directional and horizontal drilling. In the last 12 years, I've held several positions, from technical support engineer, operations coordinator, to my present position as an account manager. Directional drilling has evolved as a major contributor to our industry. We will look at the history of directional drilling and the various applications that led to the development of the sophisticated tools used today. In the 1930s, a successful oilman by the name of George Strait discovered a prolific but unstable field near Conroe, Texas. Mr. Strait's well, the Medley No. 1, blew up and immediately erupted into flames due to unstable formation pressure. The fire was so bad that it threatened the production of the whole field. Mr. Straits needed to kill the well as soon as possible, an operation that consisted of placing heavy fluid into the wellbore in order to control the pressure of the unstable formation fluid. Mr. Straits recruited John Eastman. They devised a plan to drill a well 400 feet away and directionally drill to the bottom of the Medley No. 1, then attempt to pump the heavy mud. On January 1934, Eastman's directional drilling reached its target. Now, John Eastman is recognized as the father of directional drilling. John Eastman had been studying the angle of the wellbore for years. In 1929, he began to perform acid bottle surveys. This technique consisted of lowering a glass tube into the well. The diluted hydrochloric acid would edge on the glass tube from which the angle of the wellbore could be determined. And over the next several years, Eastman's company developed more sophisticated directional and surveying tools. We have come a long way from acid bottle surveys. Over the next 4 decades, companies throughout the world continue to develop more advanced directional drilling and survey tools. As directional drilling applications grew, more sophisticated technology kept pace. Let's look at some of these applications. Directional wells are often drilled because the surface location directly above the reservoir is inaccessible, either because of natural or man-made obstacles. Examples include cities, mountains, lakes, etc. Other applications include relief wells, similar to the well used to control the Medley No. 1. The most popular and most profitable application is horizontal drilling. The objective is to increase the reservoir exposure, then increasing the life of the well and the production of the well. According to the Permian Basin Petroleum Association, although horizontal wells cost up to 4 times more than vertical wells, they tend to produce more oil per day on average, and more oil over the life of the well. The average production per day with a horizontal well is 500 to 1,000 barrels a day, compared to 100 to 150 barrels per day for the average vertical well. The oil and gas companies learned that the various directional applications positively affected their bottom line. They now look to extend the current limits of performance. They wanted to go beyond commonly accepted boundaries. To achieve their goals, they needed more sophisticated, automated tools were demanded. Let's look at some of the latest technology that most impacted the directional drilling world. A major advancement came in the 1970s, when downhole motors became common. A motor is basically a positive displacement pump driven by hydraulic power that allows the drill bit to rotate without surface rotation. Wells were drilled faster and more efficient with the ability to steer the well. Another important tool development was logging while drilling, or LWD. We can now log the wellbore while we are drilling. It allows us to interpret the information while we drill to maximize wellbore placement by making adjustments to the trajectory of the well. The latest development in horizontal drilling is rotary steerable systems. The rotary steerable system is a fully automated system that allows precise wellbore placement that greatly improves performance. I hope that today you have learned a few things about directional and horizontal drilling. We have visited the origin of directional drilling. We have learned the various applications and the latest technology used today to drill these more complex well profiles. Thank you.